plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man, suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy?
Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish.
Today, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Arizona Cardinals taking on Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks.
Zane Gonzalez.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Texans take over first and 10.
Texans taking over offensively, and it is, of course, Deshaun Watson who leads them out at quarterback.
Everything you want in a starting quarterback in the NFL, especially in the physical category. If you have the idea that he's one of those rah-rah, spit and fire guys, he's not that at all. But he has a will to win that really the team picks up on, and they can't wait to follow him into victory.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And right away, he lost the football.
Watson's pass.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Second and short now following the fumble. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. Still on his feet. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 9. A huge play there for Houston. And even 60 yards.
Houston.
They had trouble stopping the run last week in a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
So first and goal from the 9-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal.
Second and goal at the Cardinals 3.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but now it's third and goal.
Well, we always talk about how you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football, but on third down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
So on fourth down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans.
Cardinals, nothing.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
A first carry now for Chase Edmonds.
Number 29, Chase Edmonds.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 76 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football. Give it to him early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
The tackle made by Whitney Merciless. That's a gain of 4. Brings up third.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And here comes the Texans now. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble. And you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brought down at the 20.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The numbers a week ago for Everett. 5 catches, 56 yards.
And most teams mark down big plays as ones that gain 10 yards or more. He certainly has big playability, and we just saw it on display.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw again on second down. Watson, and he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills.
Watson's pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
10 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it.
Number 4.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Now it's Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Help me out, partner. Did they use up all their juice on second down when they got the sack? Because on third down, 0 pressure all the time in the world, and he picks up the first down with that throw.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 34. Watson now to throw. And he'll find Akins there, complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Throwing again on second down. Watson.
Jordan Hicks. Deshaun Watson.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. A shotgun snap for Watson. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. A give, the first man through, Gillespie of the fullback. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
Taken down at the 17.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Drake. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yep, the lanes are there. Go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. David Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans have retaken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at him.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Kyler Murray sacked.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener. Adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On 2nd down, here's Murray. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
A gain of 10.
From the gun on 3rd down. Murray. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
At the 48-yard line.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Number 29, Chase Edmonds.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From just shy of midfield, Murray. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. 12 yards there and a first down. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
A 7-yard.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Murray. Rolling, and he's going to go down again. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's Tyler Newsome now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
His way forward and bulldozing through multiple tackles, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Are you serious, dog?
So they'll walk him back half the distance. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He starts by handing this off to Drake, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Watson, and incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. So they'd be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Watson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Watson's throw here taken in by Cooks. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 39, Watson.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
And it's third down.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26. First down Texans. Watson hooking up with Cooks.
And the Texans.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, it's Watson. It's caught. Stills, right side.
Watson's pass.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
A gain of
11 more on that one, and another first down.
Houston.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. And Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense, false start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. That false start costly. Moves him back to the 9 now, first and goal. Again, it's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Drake. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, third and goal. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Makes the score Texans 13, Cardinals 7.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Texans defense, we watch them get set to go. And they've created a major first-half storyline with the pressure they've been able to create.
And I know that the good teams adjust from series to series. They make their adjustments on the sideline before they go back out. In this case, I think they might need a little bit more time. They want to get to the half and start figuring out how do they change protections, how do they get the ball in the hands of the passer a lot quicker, make sure he doesn't get hit as often, all those different things, maybe even run the ball a little bit more, anything to try and tamp down the pressure.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. They shakes him off, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The Texans here on third down putting an extra defender in the secondary. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
The pass.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, Watson.
And he'll get this underneath to David Johnson.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Texans.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before the break. Watson, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
To kick off for Houston.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
25-yard line.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
3 brings up second and goal.
They'll run with Edmonds again. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was capped off by the Chase Edmonds touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun, Watson. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
At the Cardinals.
From the gun, here's Watson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
And 3 yards to go.
Watson looks to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete.
Watson's pass.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through him.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't...
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
This will be caught just inside the 10. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
2nd and goal.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Max Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Play is under review.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
The Cardinals will line up for the two-point conversion.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Returning it, Johnson. And able to get this out to the 25.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches. Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Second and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Hassan Reddick charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. From the gun, Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets past one man. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged, how big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
midfield stripe. They'll look to throw. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
The Texans 44.
Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
19.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. It sets him back for 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is incomplete.
Watson's pass.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The football going back over to Arizona now. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Another carry now for Edmonds. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The pass, incomplete.
A critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Houston set to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now a first down throw, Watson.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson, he'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Gain of 9 yards. First down, Texans.
Watson on first down. Dumping it off for Johnson. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 40.
Again, it's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And the return will stop right around the 25.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
It caught up to him. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth-quarter lead, but whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Man open left side. It's Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Cardinals.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Texans' 7-yard line.
That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown.
19.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, throw left side, complete. That's Fuller.
Watson's pass complete to Will Fuller. A gain of 13 yards. And the Texans
on 1st and 10, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1. At the
throwing again on 2nd down. Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On first down, Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again is Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
The ball carrier.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the lead is down to a field goal now. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Again, they run with Edmonds. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun and unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, Edmonds, and a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Offense. If you know, you know.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
So Deshaun Watson in the offense. Down by a field goal. A little over 40 seconds to go. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. That is incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Oh, why are we doing this?
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time. He'll look to throw. And now it's 2nd down. He'll find Everett there, complete. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Cards, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile,